Candidates, all questions for every candidate who is on the panel. All right. Our first panel is for Kelly Township Supervisor. There are 3 candidates running for one position in this race. In PA, as you're all aware, we have a closed primary. This means voters can only vote for candidates in their party. The candidates for Kelly Township Supervisor are Jason Breeding, a Democrat, Stephen Rank, a Republican, and Eric Imgrund, a Republican. Because Jason Breeding is a Democrat and is running unopposed in the primary race, he was not invited to attend. Stephen Rank and Eric Imgrund are Republicans. Eric Imgrund is unable to attend tonight. Stephen Rank will be the only candidate to appear in this panel. Mr. Rank. The format for this portion of the forum is as follows. Mr. Rank is allowed up to 2 minutes for an opening statement. His statement will be followed by questions from the league and then the audience. He will have 60 seconds to answer each question. Mr. Rank will have 2 minutes for a closing statement. And just as a reminder, yellow card means 30 seconds left, red card means finish your sentence and stop. We will begin with your opening statement of 2 minutes.
Good evening. Thanks for having me here. My name is Steve Rank, and this is my 14th year as a Township Supervisor. Got considerable strategy and planning experience from a variety of sources, and a record of creating organizations and structures that work and produce results. I've got experience from a corporate level, from a small business level, and also from nonprofit organizations. I'm currently one of the owners of Kelly RV up in West Milton. Running for Kelly Township Supervisor, Kelly Township is a neat municipality that has some very interesting qualities. Geographically, it's primarily an agricultural community. With all of the issues that come with that, farmland preservation, farmer preservation, manure management, all of those things. The eastern end is considerably different and has seen significant development. Part of that, you've got the Route 15 corridor with a large portion of the area's retail development is up and down Route 15 in Kelly Township. We do host Evan Hospital and its subsidiary building or facilities around on the eastern end. The Lewisburg High School and middle schools, both called the East End of Kelly Township home, and as well as probably the largest percent. That was too fast. The largest percentage of development. It makes for an interesting dichotomy, some interesting challenges. Add to that the pressures of being a good regional neighbor with BVRA, with the sewer board, or with the fire board, the Keystone Cog, and all of the other things that go on. It makes some very interesting challenges that supervisors are going to be facing in the years ahead. And that's where I believe my background and experience will help make me well suited for helping the township through the challenges that lie ahead. I beat you.
For questions, you will have 60 seconds for your response. The league formulated 3 questions. The rest of the questions will need to come from the audience and will be screened by league members for clarification and to avoid duplication. So I'm not seeing hands up, so we need to have those hands up to get the cards and get them to our screeners here. Question 1, Mr. Wren. Please specify one thing that you think is working well in Kelly Township and one thing that could improve.
One thing that's working well. I mean, we've got a good board of supervisors. They have been very fiscally sound, the township, in managing the township. It has worked very well over the years. We've been able to maintain very good roads. We've been able to maintain very good facilities and equipment without having to struggle for money, trying to figure out where to make things go. We've been very fortunate in not having to raise taxes, I think, since 20, 25 years. One of the things that can be improved, while we're doing well in our management, we still have a lot of opportunity to improve. There are, there's a lot of, this is the way we've always done things, that we need to revisit a lot of things, some of the things that are done, the way they're done, and rethink some new approaches. Be it from staffing, from organization, and okay, I'm done.
Question 2. Which public services in Kelly Township do you feel lend themselves to regional cooperation and which do not?
Most of the services that the township provides really could be done on a regional basis. The township is tasked with the safety and well-being of its residents and the businesses within, and the demands are getting to be greater and greater in terms of what the expectations are, what the requirements are, and in all honesty, for a part-time board of supervisors, for limited size and limited resources in policy or procedure in public works departments, it's getting very difficult to do those things by yourself. So there's really not that many things that shouldn't be consolidated and work with your neighboring municipalities. There's a lot of potential there that's just being underutilized.
Question 3. As supervisor, what types of economic development would you encourage or discourage in Kelly Township?
Well, I was just thinking the other day, the primary economic drivers that we have in our township at this point in time, we've got a strong healthcare base, we've got a strong agricultural base, and, with the 15 corridor, we've got a strong commercial base. To try to bring in manufacturing, to try to bring in, other types of industries may not be, Kelly Township may not be the best suited for those particular activities. I would stick with, personally, I think our greatest opportunity is to stick with the areas that we're doing well and that we have the greatest potential, and continue to build and develop those, which would be protecting the farmer, working with the hospital, working with the healthcare industry, and growing those opportunities.
I think we'll have an audience. I think we have a couple audience questions, but just bear with me for a minute.
Must be big questions.
Who would have thought I'd be standing up here having nothing to say? Okay, an audience question. Should we consider supporting BVRA, Buffalo Valley Recreation?
Yeah, I'm actually on the board of BVRA. I volunteered to serve. I had been involved when Lara first got started. I do believe there is potential there. I'm not, the organization has gone very much program oriented, and they've done a very good job with the programs they've offered. Some of the challenges, though, I think there's opportunities that the organization is missing, to serve a broader base, and I